Well, meanwhile, BR is getting on. I'm just checking now the market. It looks really, really nice. So I would be looking for, I would still be looking for GU down, but I would need it to take it from the top of the BB band. Even if we have a small red, I would go both ways with that for 1 hour. And I would be looking to take it from up here. So retracement, I would say from here to there. This is my kind of retracement. The same thing on 5 minutes. You see how this candle touched the top BB band on 5 minutes? I would need it for this one to go all the way up to here, up, and then look for downs and any reasons to take it down. And like Kev, my twinning brother, said, have no living candle against you. So if I would have a 15 minutes up, and this would be over here, the candle at the top, and it would flash red, I would not take it because I have this 15 minutes against me. That's on the live candle. Did you get that? Guys, am I still on? I feel like I'm talking by myself. Yes, perfect. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so let's see if there's any trade that we could take now, or I could tell you something that we could take together. So right now on EU 1 hour, there's a pink up. I would look for ups because of that pink. It's not a small red. It's a pink, super pink. So I would look for ups. But again, look where you are here. You're not down here. You're out at the orange road, and look how far you are, how close you are from the top BB band. This to me is this is when you enter badly, even if it's at the orange road, and people start having trades that are coming against them. I don't know why, it's just me. I don't like the middle road or the middle trade, meaning I either take it from the bottom or I don't take it at all. I either take it from the top or I don't take it at all. You see what I mean? Yeah, now that it has a, yeah, this is powerful, definitely. So in days like this, where you see our trend is definitely down, so we would always say always go with the trend. But when you have a pair of signals on 1 hour and 4 hour, like Jasmine said, never go against a combination of 1 and 4 hour arrows, even if your trend is down. Then what are you choosing? You definitely need to choose the signals, because they are the most important. They are the most relevant to us, the 1 hour, because we are trading for 2 hours here, like Jazz always tells us. So even if the trend is down and we have this, you cannot simply ignore this and just look for any small red down from the middle of the road here on 5 minutes. It makes no sense. You're just risking it, because this is telling you, hey, I'm coming up and expect for me to come at least to the orange road on 1 hour. That's what this tells you, even if the trend is strongly down. As soon as this super pink does its job and gets to the 1 hour, I'm looking for downs. I'm looking for reasons to go down. Now, if it comes with a 4 hour and a daily, then I'm looking for it to go through. But in this case, being that the trend is so strongly down, I will let it do its thing, get up to here, and probably 4 hour up to here, and then look for downs. So until then, since I'm not going to take EU down, because we have these two super pinks with us. Let's see, so is BR here? I can see his sign.
Am
BR,
I too loud?
can you hear us?
All
yes,
right.
I can hear you now.
Now we're cooking with gas. Now.
No, you're perfect.
Lord have mercy. You know, boy, this
Finally.
is crazy, man, how
yes.
often this happens.
No delay.
I'm just like, good God almighty.
Oh gosh, BR, your computer is not that expensive. Right if it has so many delays, how much do you spend on it?
Yep.
Really? Oh God, you probably need to more or less, or maybe just buy a junk computer. That should work better.
we've been having issues with our internet.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I want to get back to the questions. The reason why I'm wanting to do this right here
Yeah, you
is
could.
I wanted to show the newbies and
Okay.
everything, man. Your progression in this class right
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
you're a master trader. You're a master trader. Okay.
Yeah.
And
And that
that's
you
the
could
reason
do
why I
it.
wanted to
Yeah.
ask how long you've been
Yeah.
here and what made you decide to do this right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was such a weird way of getting into MT's room because it was pure destiny, I would say, to be honest. No one told me about it. I had no friends doing binary options or let alone knowing what forex trading is. Everyone had serious jobs. As I mentioned
Right.
before, I was a trainee in law, in a law firm, in a finance law department. So I was going for the straight, typical career with university and everything. And I was always this kind of person that I wanted more from life, and I was always looking for extra jobs, anything extra to do, anything to do. I knew I was meant to do something big, but I never knew what was it. Never. And I just thought, you know what? I'll just take any job that comes in my way. I won't refuse anything until something's gonna come,
Right.
and I could tell that that's the job that I meant to do. So that's what happened in binary options. I don't know, I think I saw an ad or something, and I kept looking for like reviews of different binary options websites with tips on how to take trades, but I didn't know about forex at all. And I think I scrolled on Google like 100 pages of Google pages to try and find everything possible on the internet, and I found a small review of MT's room of since 2010 or no, or maybe later 30. I think it was when it started, like very, very old review. And that's how I found it in here. When I got in the first day, I was like, what the hell is this? Is this Chinese? I don't get anything. What are these charts? And especially I was thinking, I hate maths. This better not have anything to do with maths, because I'm not going to succeed in this place if it does. And then slowly, I kept watching all the videos. I watched Jazz's videos like 10,000 times, Benny's videos 10,000, just so many million times I watched them. And I just was beating myself. I have to get this. I have to get it. And that's how I started, to be honest.
I don't
Pure
believe
luck.
in luck myself, but I understand what you're saying. I think, man, most of the time, man, we're directed. We don't even know we're directed a lot of times,
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think if you look for something, something will show up. So I was definitely looking for a lot, for things to happen, for big stuff to come my way, and this happened.
The rules in it and everything. I'm telling you, there is no limit to it. It's just absolutely shocking to me, the money potential that's actually made here. And let me ask you this right here: what's your long-term plans with this?
Yes. Oh, BR, I have some plans. Do we have enough time so I can go through them? Well, my first goal, my first thing that I need to do with the money that I'm raising currently is buying a huge house. That's gonna be like forever my house. So I'm looking at 3 mil kind of worth of houses right now. Then after that, I'm getting my mom a house, and then my brother. And then after that, meanwhile, I'm buying these houses, I'm starting businesses. So it would be from a restaurant, a hairdressing salon, because I have so many crazy ideas, and I've always been this kind of entrepreneurial person, but I never had the finance. I knew I would never get it from the banks, because who's going to give £100,000 to a 24-year-old with crazy dreams or crazy ideas? So this room came as a glove, as matching as a glove. It was amazing that I got into this place and that I could build unlimited money, make unlimited money, and open businesses that I really wanted forever. So that's going to be my plan. And of course, buying a lot of real estate and developing them. And then on the side, as I'm a huge fan of all the philanthropists around the world, I want to start doing something about that. and probably build houses for families that have no parents or orphans or young students who don't have the money to afford to go to expensive universities just because, you know, they haven't been born in a right family like I have myself. So whatever I've gone through since my age, and I'm not that old either, but still, I've seen a lot of you know, youngsters struggling on a daily basis and trying to get 3, 4 jobs to kind of make ends meet, and, you know, having no one around or having just one parent. And I'm lucky to have my mom, who's like a superwoman, because she kind of raised us by herself, having a problematic father. So I have a lot of plans to use my money, and I think this is why I was sent into this room, to be honest, because I'm not that person that if I get it, all these money, I'm going to go crazy and lose my mind. I know that I've been given this opportunity for a reason, and I have to share it,
you know
and I have to give it up like all these big guys are doing.
We'll get to
Sorry, guys, I'm talking so much about this and not trades. We're going to get to trades in a minute. Sorry.
Everybody's got to know what they want. But, you know, the biggest thing is that people don't understand, okay? And I'm telling you, you got to really get this in your brain, okay? You can't help nobody when you're poor. I don't care who you are. You can't do nothing with anybody. You can't help them. See, the Bible says, you know, in James, okay? It says, when you tell somebody to go and be blessed, but yet you don't give them the stuff to be blessed with, then man, your faith's in vain. Your faith is vain because you didn't actually, take your faith with works. It comes both. It has to be, man. You know, you got to be able to take and help somebody, and that's what it's about. But now here's the thing too: you don't want to get to the point where you're feeding them, okay, constantly. You know, where they're not taking care of themselves, because they got to be able to take care of themselves as well.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, I'm definitely going to put up a system in place, and I'm sure there's a lot of talented people who can think of that. So as long as I can pay them their salaries, they could work that out, really I'm sure.
And here, I want to be able to invest in certain companies here in the U.S., just like you would in your country. Not to make money. I don't really care about that. I make my money here. It's about helping the company, you know, get great jobs. You know, and that's just the truth of it.
Agree, and supporting them.
Let me ask you a question. You know, on that vid that you did the other day, it's just fabulous.
I agree.
Fabulous vid. Why did you make that vid? What was the purpose of it?
The purpose was to get all the newbies to understand that this is not some weird room or some profit-making room where everyone's telling fake numbers like Jazz and you are, and no one's really winning anything because, you know, all the newbies who come in say, okay, I don't get it, or I've just lost 10 pips, or how can you guys do it? How come you're MTs and you can do it? And I just wanted to tell them literally that your only problem as a newbie, because they have the knowledge now, because we've been so advanced in creating videos to give them literally everything we knew from 2 years ago or 1 year ago when we started, that now it's in one video content, literally. But I wanted to get them the entry. The entry is like the most important thing, and that's the thing that will either get you into instant pips or in profit or in minus. And I've seen so many of them struggling, saying, well, when did you enter? And like, I could see you entered at 62, and some of them entered at, you know, 10 pips later when the whole thing was done. So then I realized the entry is the issue with everyone, with most of the newbies. The entry is the issue. They see the arrows, they see the trend, they can establish the 1 hour and the 4 hour signals, but they yet fail to enter early. And I think, you know what? Because they're afraid, 1, 2, they hesitate, and 3, they haven't really been on profits to get that courage like we have it. So in order to build that courage, they have to start at some point, and they have to do the entry
you said it right
early,
there.
as early as possible.
I'm fixing to show you something about the BB bands here in just a minute and everything that I've been really seeing. And I should have said this the other day when I was going with Benny and everything, but I literally forgot all about it. But anyway, now let me ask you something about mindset, okay? Because this is a big issue in this class and everything. You know, if you come in here with a Yeah, if
Yes,
you get
it is.
mad,
It
what
is.
happens?
And it still
Usually
is for
make
me
bad
sometimes.
decisions,
Yeah.
bad choices. You jump through your bunghole. That's exactly what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to leave emotion out of this because if you don't, you're going to get mad, and then it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be harder for you to learn and harder to get good habits. What do you think about that?
Exactly. I agree. And you know what? Newbies should get this. Any emotion that they put into a trade, it means they are not 100% ready to start the trades. Because if you're full of emotions, and as soon as you click, even though you calculated every step, you took every right entry, you're entered early, and you're still afraid, that clearly means that you've got a problem, and that's you. You're the only impediment to all of this room. There's no one else. And you know what? I've been having the same issue after I lost like the big. I think it was,
I
how much
remember
was it
that.
that I said, 5,000 or 6,000 that I lost a few months ago. During reverse time, because I was so silly and everyone kept telling me, and Pink and Jazz, this is reversal time like every single damn day, and that's when you keep taking the trade in the direction the whole day, and you should expect a reversal. But no, I was insisting.
Right.
And that's when I lost, like, my biggest loss was that much, like 6, 7,000. And then I swear to you, BR, I got traumatized. I was so afraid to take any trade that literally for the next month or two, I was just watching the trades, and I could see the ones that were winning, and I couldn't press the damn button. I was so afraid to do it again. I was literally terrified. That's when Algo also lost. I'm just seeing your post. Yeah, the same with Imagine and the Algo. Yeah, and I know how it feels, guys. I know it. But having to win those 5,000s first and see how easy it was to win, it gave me back the courage to realize, hey, listen, I made a mistake. Okay, I needed to learn this, because imagine if I would have gotten to 1 million or 2 and then lost it all. I probably would have killed myself because of it. Well, not really, but just saying.
Yep.
But
Been there.
I got traumatized literally because of the loss, and then I had to kind of wake up, and realize this was just a lesson. Get yourself up together.
Yep.
And do it again, and then do it again. Yeah, exactly. Just wake up and you're either gonna live with the fear and be moneyless, or you're gonna cross over your damn fear and be a billionaire. What do you want to do? Are you gonna let fear stay in your Are you gonna let fear stay in your on your road?
Okay, let me ask you this right
here.
Just
kick it to the curb and just start trading.
Is Tiger in the room? Is Tiger in the room? I want to check on his progress. MT, is Tiger in the room? I wanted to ask him something before I ask Anisa this right here. He is? I hope he's listening right here, because I wanted to ask how he's doing and stuff. Okay, Tiger, how are you doing on them 2 trades a day? How you doing there, Tiger? I know you're killing it, man. Don't tell me you're not. I'm gonna come and get you, man. I'll be a hunter one day, and I'll come and get you. Lost one in the last week, and how much are you still doing? 50 a pip? Cool. All right. I just wanted to check on you and everything, man. That's pretty awesome right there. Okay, now let me ask you something, Anisa. He's doing 50 a pip right there, okay? What would it take for you to get the mindset to do 1,000 a pip? What would it take to be able to do that?
There's nothing literally that can stop me. Right now, what I'm doing is I've built a plan. So I said, you know what? For a monthly basis, I'll do this, and then I'll raise up my pip value. So that was just a plan. I have a plan. Oh, and I'm getting to that 1,000 and then 3,000. I'm getting to that. Don't worry. There's nothing that's gonna scare me right now, because I've learned my lesson. I know that I have all the knowledge possible that I have, and just seeing the world right now and seeing that we can make so much money so easy, and seeing how hard it is to work for 100 pounds a day, that is my sole motivation to let fear on the side and just focus on trading and get the pip value. I'm just imagining the pip value is just a number. I'm like, you know what? That's a trade like it would be 10 pounds.
It's no different than taking 10
and think, you know what? It's just a number. It's nothing.
No different.
It's just a number.
Your mind is different.
You're trading your strategy. Exactly. No, exactly. And you're afraid and you put pressure on yourself when you don't know your strategy right. And when you are counting, you know, and you're like trying to look at your strategy like 10 times and hesitating and thinking, and you're paranoid. Oh, did I get this right? Is the BB bent down? Is it up? Is it not? Should I do it? Should I not do it? That alone means that you're just afraid, and you still haven't give up. You still didn't give up your you know, having this fear over trading, and you must do that as soon as possible. I swear that's your own impediment, guys. Actually, there's nothing else in this world that can stop you from winning millions. It's just your own fear, nothing else.
You're helping some people right now.
I'm really saying it from my own perspective, BR, and from the bottom of my soul, because that's what I've been going through myself, and I know how it feels when everyone's winning and you're the only one losing, and you're losing like big. Well, I haven't lost big amounts of accounts. I've been putting like 500 pounds and losing
in there
another 500 until I got it. But when I got it, guys, literally, yeah. But when I got it, literally in 1 week, I did 10,000 pounds in 1 week, and I was like, wow, good. I've never made this amount of money, never in my life. And that's when I realized, what, this is happening. This is just me. It's the only one who's screwing up. It's just me. I'm the only enemy here. If I get myself straight and my mindset is right, and the only thing that matters really is my mindset, then all my trades are going to come towards me.
It really is
it's
awesome.
That simple.
I really appreciate you saying that, because it's helping people and everything, man, to get a different mindset. See, because that's what it takes. It takes a good mindset. It doesn't matter. It does,
I hope it gets to them. I hope it really does.
You're going to take you're just going to jump in and stuff, and you won't know why. You won't know why this trade lost.
Exactly. And that's why, you know what, that's why I'd rather we discuss more about mindset right now than taking trades, because there's no use in telling you when to take the trades, because you know what, I bloody could tell that you know when to take the trades. But the problem is your mindset isn't right, or you are afraid, or you can't think straight because you're afraid, oh, I don't really trust this arrow, how is it going to go up? And then when it goes up, you're like, oh shit, I knew it's going to go up, but I didn't press on.
Yeah. See,
hello?
It's
the mindset.
Show you something
to get that right.
Okay? I want to do something right here, okay? I want to show you something right here, okay? This is my mindset, okay? See that right there? Let me get the line, okay? I want a line. Where's the line at? There we go, line. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to click back off of that. This is my mindset. See, this is how I look at this, okay? All right? You see, every single time this BB band right there goes down, I'm expecting this to go down, the bottom one, and it does it right there. It did it right there. Every time it comes down, I'm expecting this one to go down. Then I see that kiss right there and stuff, and the BB bands are letting me know that orange rose continue down, because it's a downtrend anyway, right here and right there. Even though you had that 1 hour up, the 1 hour up did work if you took it right, but it's still dangerous. You didn't have to take it. Just wait for them to come back down and stuff. And that's my mindset right there. See, I look at like the EU. See, the EU was up and down the whole time. See, right there. See, look at the arrows. All your live candles and all the old candles.
Up and down,
went
exactly.
Past this, stayed right there. So that was my mindset. It had this going with it, the 1 hour, flashing 4 hours. So that's where it was going to stay. The BB bands on the 5 minute let me know that right there. I could buy it right here and sell it up here at the top. See, and that's my mindset. Sell it up here at the top on the GU, and if it hits the 1 hour, which it keeps doing, I'm going to buy it right there. But I hit it right at the bottom. I don't wait for it to go up. See, but that's me. That's my mindset. It took a brick, man, to bang that into my brain.
Yeah.
You know. Because see, I got tired of selling it too high, and I got tired of buying it too low. I mean, selling it too low and buying it too high.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Selling it too Buying it too high, yeah. But I bet BR right now you have no fear. So that's why I bet that most of the times you don't even wait for an arrow to show up. You can see it coming from the BB bets, from the momentum for the DX, and you just get in. And then the newbies are like, but BR, there was no arrow. Well, you are so advanced and you are so fearless, and you know the chart so well by now because you don't have any fear, hesitation, or paranoia. You take it and you win it, because that's how it works. Because it comes, and so imagine, guys, you're afraid of the actual freaking arrow showing in front of you, and BR is taking it before the arrow appears, and he's winning like 20, 30, 40 pips. Who's the fool here?
5 pips times 5.
Just
but I did do 10 times 2 on the EC. I did those 10 times 2. But the reason for that is because I know, man, what they was going to do, because they're standing right there in between the BB bands and the orange road. Now, I'm expecting the GU probably later to bust that BB band down to 15, but it's going to be, it could happen right now. But I would have sold it right off the orange road, right there.
Oh, yeah. Because look, because look, we're already almost at 11, and you can see on G 1 hour that nothing's happened. The candling it's still at the lower band. So again, this is information for you guys, telling you, hey, I'm not gonna go up even if I have a small red. I want to go down. So you're expecting down. You're expecting the low BB band to break and go down.
You wait for it to pull back, and then you sell it. So you gotta sell it as high as you can get it.
Yeah.
See? And
exactly.
That was my problem.
Yes. I imagine myself. Yeah, I imagine myself the charts like this, guys. So the BB bands, both of them, are like 2 bricks or 2 walls, and the middle and the candles are like the ping pong ball, right? So if you want the ping pong ball to go up, are you going to take it from when it's already up, or are you going to take it from the lowest low possible? Of course you're going to take it from the lowest low possible, because that's when you know you've got so much space in between for it to bounce and to move. So strategy in trading, it's this simple, guys. You take a freaking trade from the bottom or from the top of any of the 2 BB bands, in whatever the direction of the trend or the bias, which is the 1 and 4 hour, with any arrow on the short-term charts and a 2 minutes arrow. This is it. There's no other discussion. You don't need to know anything else. If you don't get this, which you do, it's clearly something else the problem, not the strategy that you have, and not what we're teaching here or what MT is showing.
Let me get the arrow. Okay, I want to get the arrow. Okay. Where's that? There it is. Okay. Look. This is a perfect example on the EC. Okay. Are you with me, Rhonda? Rhonda, let me get that off there. Are you with me, girl? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to show you something. Okay. When you start seeing these BB bands right there pointing down, you wait to sell it till it gets up here. Okay. Now, if this right here had a 15 up with it, and a 30 up, and a 1 hour up, you know what you'd do? You'd buy against that. But right now, since everything's down, you sell that sucker right up there. Now, what you can do for confirmation, wait for this to turn red, and wait to get one of these little Hashin arrows right there down with it. You see what I'm saying? See, and that's a 5 pip move. It's delicious. It's delicious. See, and that's how you work it. You don't sell it when it gets down here. When you sell it when it gets down there, you see how many pips it pulled back? It went from 8 up to 19. Actually 21. It went to 21. See, this is your low. This is your high. You sell at the high and you buy at the low. And that is every stinking day of the week.
Yeah. And I want to add to this, to what you're saying right now, BR, to Rhonda. Rhonda, look at GU 5 minutes BB band, top BB band. Do you see it? It's exactly what BR was telling. It breaks down what he's doing. He's not buying it here where it is now, low. No, he's waiting for this to go all the way up to here, touch the BB band, which is already pointing down. And then the next candle showing up, you bet it's going to go down, because it's going to go down. And that's when he takes it down. You don't take it now when you see the BB band that's down, broken, and you're here, not even close to the orange road, and you're so low. No, you
Rhonda,
wait for this thing to go all the way up to here, and that's when you sell it. This is the brand BB band.
A lot of times, Pikachu, I do, because you don't need them to fight. The signal is actually already there, Pikachu. This is a signal for me, and this right here is a signal for me. You see, and there's my down signals. There's my down signals. So that's a signal for me. But I'm not going to sell it down here. I'm going to sell it as close as I can to that. See, because just like Jazz keeps saying, he keeps saying this over and over and over and over. He keeps saying sometimes you don't need that signal because it's a downtrend. You've already got your signals.
Exactly. Agree. Totally agree. This is where people come and ask BR or you or anyone, oh, when did you take it or why? Because there was no signal. Guys, you don't need to wait for a signal sometimes when it's such a strong downtrend. As long as you take the entry from the best price possible, which is if you want to go down, you take it from as high as possible. That's your freaking signal and your entry. The BB band showing you down, the trend being so down, you having nothing against you on a live candle. You do have it now, but by the time this goes up, it's going to be another candle here, and this is not going to worth much. And as soon as you'll have a confirmation here with the momentum in the DX going red, that's your signal down. I would definitely advise for newbies at the beginning, for your confidence, to take it only with the arrows. But I get it when BR says it, and when I do it sometimes too, and I can explain it to you guys because it's something that you need to first develop. You sometimes don't need to take the arrows or wait for them because sometimes they do come late, and that's true. But that doesn't mean you have to enter late. If you see the arrow coming late and you've learned the lesson and you know that you can't take a trade so late or where there's 2 pips left, you don't take it.
Down on these
just don't take
lines
it
right here during the whole session. Look how many candles, guys, went above the orange line. We do have penetration now because it's happy hour. This is when you expect the penetration is at happy hour. So how many candles is above the orange lines? Huh? How many times? How many candles? There ain't none. The whole session now. The whole session. That lets you know that every time, man, this right here turns red, it's going back down in this road. It's going back down in this road, which is down because it's below that orange line. This ain't going to work because, see, it's got below the orange line on the 1 hour, and you had that 4 hour with it. It does have a trending blue, so I'm expecting it later to go back up, but not yet. It ain't ready. Okay, but all of the candles are below this orange line. So when it gets up here to the highs, up there to that orange line, expect that sucker to go back down. And when it goes up, it won't have as many pips in it as when it comes down. The down has a lot more pips because it's a downtrend. You have to understand that.
Exactly. That's when you know you're taking the right trade.
That was just beautiful what you said, Anisa, because it is absolutely 100% correct. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't really like to. That's why I don't talk a lot in the room with the newbies about strategy and this and that, because there is no strategy, guys. You have to get this. It's your own fear and your own paranoia that the arrows don't work, because the whole strategy is as simple as we all been telling you. Take the freaking trade from either the top EB band to go down or the lower, as long as you have no live candle against you and you're with the trend or with the bias on 1 and 4 hour. This is all the information you need. That's it. The rest is all on you guys. It's all you. It's your fault if you're losing because you're probably so afraid, or you've taken or you haven't taken any trade, and then you just want to jump in at the end and you're screwing it up because you're not analyzing correctly.
This is where I entered the trade at.
It's right your own head here.
Right here. Entered the trade as high as I can get it. Right up there. See, look at this BB band, Pikachu. Even if it went down, you didn't lose any pips. You know, like if you bought it right there, even if it went down, you only lost a couple of pips and it'd go right back up. See, because see, this is what it's doing. You buy it down here, right down there, right down here, right down there, as close as you can get it. Because the BB band on the 5 is showing you. Now, if the BB bands are way down like it is right here,
exactly,
right there and right here, unless I get really strong signals with a 1 hour with it, that's going to keep going down.
Yeah, not touching it. Exactly. Pikachu, you said when not to take trades to show you. Well, look on EU right now on 5 minutes. It was an up, right? Look where it is now here. Look where it is now here. How much space is it? It's 3 pips. You're not going to take it from here. No, you take it from all the way down here. This is a wrong trade. This is a wrong trade right here. This is what I mean. Don't take it from the middle or from when you have so less space between the BB band and the
most of my trades are 5 pips.
This is a wrong trade.
I've been really doing a lot of 10 pip moves here when there's a lot of volume. That's the only time I do them though, when there's a lot of volume. Okay. The reason for that is because I get more pips. I like to have at least between the BB bands on the 5 minutes. I like to have 12 pips in between. But see, look, here's something, man, that I wanted to point out earlier. Okay, when these BB bands come down, this is not your high no more. This right here is your high, right there. This is your high right there. This is your high. When it comes down right here, this is your high right here. That is not up here no more. This is your new high right there. When this comes down, this is your new high. That's your new low. You don't sell it down there. You sell it up here. What I just say, if you did this trade right here, you want it. See, that's how it works every day. Yeah, Jazz. The master's talking, man. What you need, babe? Yeah, oh yeah, it's beautiful, man. Right there. let me get the circle trade right here on the 5 minute. The circle this year. Where's it at?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I was also gonna point out right EU 5 minutes. Who asked her about entry? Who was it? Look when to enter, right? Do you see where that 2 minutes arrow is? Right at the top. Do you see that you have a 5 minutes with it, even though you wouldn't have really needed it? That is already 5 pips from top to the orange road.
Yeah,
look at EC now.
EC is beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful.
It's just amazing.
Can't get around it.
And it's so easy.
It's just beautiful. See, this is what I call a classic jazz trade right there. See, when it comes up to that orange line and they're all below it, you don't have nothing right here up on it, man, just sell it right there. That's me. Now, you know, I've been saying that for 6 months now. Well, not 4 months. I think 4 months I've been saying that. See, like the GU right there, you sold it right there. Or right here, off that orange line, off the orange line. That's your entry.
Exactly.
That's your entry. And it's perfect. Today, man, was perfect, showing you exactly, man, what this is. My stop loss is 15. You know what, Pikachu, because of doing that, I only have trades go 2, 3, 4 pips against me, and that's all. That's true. Most time, it don't go nothing. I get in right at the top, and it don't go against me because of that. I mean, that is the truth. But, you know, Pick, it's not something, man, that just, bam, there it is. You have to take and understand it. You have to understand why these BB bands. See, it's like on a 5 right here. Look at that flip up. Now, if I get a 15 flip up, that mug's going up to there. Okay, that's how I'm going to look at it. Okay, right in between them BB bands. I don't know how MT does all this shit, man, but it is just absolutely amazing. It is. It is amazing.
I know, this is insane to me. See, yeah, it is.
Look, I've won every single trade because of this right here. Exactly what I was just telling you. I did it.
And someone just mentioned that iceberg, that the top BB band on EU was up, but now it is. But again, iceberg, it does, even if this bottom BB band is pointing up and you're in a trade down, you're still safe to go as long as it's not touching the lower BB band. Look at this trade, and this is up. It's telling you it's gonna go up, but not yet.
You need the confirmation right here.
You have a pink with you. You have your HE arrow with you. From 10, you already won 8 pips. You see. You need a confirmation with this BB band pointing up. You can't just go in or think, oh, I'm not going to get in this trade down because this is pointing up. No, it's going to happen, but it's not happening because you don't have an arrow with it. You get the iceberg?
Right there. Caution arrow. Always. It's always, Jazz, man, you know, you've been preaching ever since I've been in this class right here, man. You've been preaching, it's always on the longer time frames. You look at those and it gives you your bias on the shorter time frames. It's just unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. This place right here, Anisa, in my opinion, okay, is 15 50 million a day is nothing in this class. I believe that you could literally do $1 billion a day in this class, and it wouldn't be nothing.
I agree.
I really do. And I believe that if if you just follow those rules, those simple little things,
if you really want to,
it's not hard. It's simple.
Yeah,
it's simple. Now,
it is. It's not. Exactly. It's just us and our minds getting it complicated because we haven't been used to with so much money and thinking that we can earn so much. Us, just simple people, or just a normal guy. How on earth can I earn so much money if my generation of family has never earned, or anyone around me is no one's rich or no one's wealthy? Well, you can't think like that forever. If you have that mindset and that fear, then you're gonna stay like that. You're not gonna, you've been given this opportunity. You either take it or live it. You can't stay in between and just, win and then lose again and then win and lose again because you're still not over your fear.
I'm gonna show you something right here.
It's stupid and
guys,
it's silly.
Exactly what she's trying to tell you. See, this is trading smart. You see the EU right here? It's got that down there. This is where it's going to go, okay? That's because of this and that and stuff. It's going to go down there. I'm going to get some of these arrows out of the way. Okay, this is going to go down and hit that, okay, and it'll bounce up heavy when it does because there's so much pips in it, okay? That's when it'll bounce. The UC is hitting the daily BB band and orange row. So it may not happen until after the class, but it's going to bounce way up. And that's the way that these work. You look at the long-term chart to get the bias on these right here.
Exactly.
That's how you do it. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Short term. Yeah. And look at the EU. It's 15 pips already, guys, and it hasn't been more than 2 minutes or 3. 15 pips already. Ooh. And it started with a simple small red and with a small hazy arrow. So you didn't wait for all the crazy arrows and crazy super pinks. All you had to do is get the freaking signal, get the moms, get the fact that you need to take it from the top BB band, and look where it's pointing. Look where all the arrows are pointing. They're all here. Like, I don't know how to explain it simpler than this. It's so easy, but yet we're making it so complicated, and yet newbies aren't earning as fast as they should.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. Just sitting here looking at it, it's just delicious, man. There's so much money being made right now. It's just unreal. It's unreal. See, and that's all you got to do is obey those little stupid concepts we just told you. Just that right there. How many people won those trades right there? How many people won those trades right there? If you took them. Now, you got to have the balls to take them. You got to let them balls swing. I know you did, Jeff. I know you did. There ain't no doubt about it, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. See, because, that's how you look at the chart right there. That's right there. And I'm going to tell you something, okay? I was going to say this at another time, but I'm going to tell you something, okay? I'm heavy into researching the brain, okay? I love the brain and stuff because the brain is just an incredible, powerful thing, okay? Yeah. But did you know the brain controls your DNA? It controls exactly how your DNA is going to take and do, okay? What it's going to do. It literally does. But it also, listen to this right here. A woman, a girl, when she is born, she's got ovaries, okay? When she starts her administration cycle, okay, when she's about 10 or 11, 12, it depends on the girl, she has 50 to 60,000 eggs. Did you know that? They're already formed. Her DNA's already in them. Yeah, but she only uses about 3,000 to 3,500. So that lets me know that we were actually designed to live a lot longer. But anyway, off of that, the male, okay, whenever if he is negative, if he is mean, if he has got a bad attitude, if his dad or mama was terrible on him and all this, and if you your DNA will be altered because of that. And when you have relations with your wife or your girlfriend, if a baby's born because of that, their DNA is going to be messed up because you did it. And that's a scientific genetic fact. Because you're negative. That's a fact now. I'm not just saying this. It's a fact. Okay? Yeah. That's the reason why, man, I tell everybody, you got to get your mind right. You have to. I have to. Everybody, I don't care who you are, get your mind right. You will succeed at everything you do, and your kids will.
See?
Because of that.
It's insane,
It's everything.
It's insane how much your brain controls and you don't realize. You think you've been born poor or oh, I'm not that lucky, I don't have this job, I didn't get this opportunity. Well, look a bit, have an introspect of yourself. Look at yourself. How do you think every day? How do you breathe every day? How do you see other people every day? How grateful you are? How blessed do you feel? How are you going to get anything in the door if you're constantly complaining and saying that you haven't been born in a wealthy family, you haven't won the lottery? Like, this is stupid, small-minded people talk. And that's why you're never going to be able to break the cycle and have all the money that you want. If you really want all the money that you want, then why don't you change your attitude? Why don't you think, you know what, I'm going to start being more happy today?
I'm getting excited, girl. I really am, man.
Only impediment.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm into this too. I really do believe our mind, BR, can trigger everything around us. I really do believe. And if we're struggling and losing our trades, Iceberg, it's because of us. It's because our own minds, we don't want it to win. We are afraid of the money.
Well, see, here's a mindset, Niece. Okay, check
you will
this
get
out.
it.
I told you down here
you
that
will get it.
UC was bouncing off the daily. And here is your trade. Right there. There's your mindset. See, there's your mindset. I bet Jazz took that trade up. Jazz, did you take that trade up? I bet Jazz did. I bet Jazz did. Mercy, was that at $5 grand a pip? Mercy, was that at $5 grand a pip?
He most likely did, yeah.
But Mercy just kills me, man. $5 grand a pip, man. That's just the UC Jazz. I knew you did. See, he saw it, and that's how you have to look. See, but you have to get the mindset of seeing that, and it's a habit of seeing it all, you know, and it's right there in front of you. But you got to get, then you got to have the balls to take it. Hey, you go, Shaheem. That's exactly right.
Exactly. Iceberg, you said that you're losing, you're struggling. Iceberg, if you have problems with taking trades, get on that demo. Because why is MT telling you go and do on a demo? Because through demo you're gonna build up your confidence.
Yes.
All your issues are the confidence. That's it. There's nothing else. Iceberg, you just heard us talking. This is the only strategy that you need to know, Iceberg. You look at either the trend or the 1 and 4 hour. You trade with the live candles on 1 or 4 hour. If there's nothing on the 1 and 4 hour live candle, then you trade with the trend. You take a trade from the top BB band if you want to go down, the top BB band being this Iceberg, and you take it down with any arrow on 5, 15, or 30, and with an HJ arrow. If it's up, you take it from the bottom of the BB band with any arrow on 5, 15, 30 minutes and a HJ arrow, and you go up with momentum and DX. This is it, Iceberg. This is it. Yep. Nothing else you need to know.
Man, I just love it, Lisa. It's so simple. It's beautiful. Just won the EC up, by the way. Yeah, just won it. Yeah.
I knew you did. I'm not that multifunctional like you yet. I'm really into talking. When I talk, I'm focused on talking. I can't do.
Jazz is just a monster, man.
But
he's a monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The GU man was a perfect example and everything of a bounce. Because let me show you and everything. Okay, where the bounce is happening. Okay, this is how I look at the charts. I look at the candles and everything. See this candle right there? See, it's going down so far. Now it's going to go back down. It's going to bust the daily and everything, but you're going to have a bounce first. And you take and get in down here as low as you possibly can, because you're seeing it push through that, you're seeing it push through that, and plus it's happy hour. So I'm expecting that sucker to bounce up, just like the EC right now. The EC's going crazy. Look at it. Just look at it, baby. It's delicious. It's delicious. Yeah, it took 5, Benny. It's beautiful. But you got to understand why that trade happened. You don't just jump in it, you know, to gamble, throw the dice down the chute, because you probably land on a 3 and a 5, you know, and then you're going to lose your butt. You know, you have to take and understand why that trade happened. So it's like the EC right now. You got to understand why that trade happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and okay, let's say that you're taking a trade like Iceberg said, EU trade, and the arrows disappeared on him. If you took it early, like I said, from the bottom here or from the top here, and let's say you got up to the down to the orange road, and now suddenly your momentum is changing and your DX is changing, and you have an arrow that's coming against you, you're still in profit because
Exactly.
the moves again don't go against you that high if you took it from the right place. So you can still exit. No one's telling you to stay in the trade. It's stupid, in fact, to take it, to stay in the trade. I'm not losing anymore. I'm closing a trade every once in a while when I take it and it turns against me. I just take it at whatever it is, and most of the time it's in profit. It's plus 4 pips, plus 3 pips, 5, and let's say the worst case scenario it's -3 or -4, but nothing more than that. I wouldn't let it go for so long. It's risky and it's stupid when you can literally press it and stop it. Why would you let it? Like, don't be. There's nothing to be afraid to enter in a trade, because I know you're afraid of thinking it's gonna lose. Well, that's why, because you didn't take it as early as you could. You took it from here or so low that it's too late now. So then, of course, you're gonna be afraid that it's gonna go against you because it's too low. Or
all right, Jazz wants me to point out the time frames on these right here, okay? To a newbie and everything in there. What's his name? What's the newbie's name? Shaheen. Okay, Shaheen. This right here is the hash arrow chart, okay? It's really not a 2-minute chart or anything like that. As soon as this number right there hits 133, a new candle right there forms. Every single time. I call it the ha-ha charts because of those arrows. This is your 5 minute. This is on GU. 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. Got everything on here, man, for you to make a good determination whether or not you're going to trade it or not. Same way on the EU, same way UC, and same way with the EC. But the EC, what this is today. Tomorrow we may get something different. This is the trade of the day, okay? The play of the day. And usually, man, they take and have great pips in them, you know, a lot of volume in it where you can kill it, you know. See, look at this, look at that, man. As soon as it pushed through it, buddy, it bounced right off of it, man, with that right up there. You could have took it down, see. But anyway, Nap's got a question and everything. Go ahead, Nap. Tell me your question. You said take trades in the direction of the trend until you get a powerful signal against you. What is the earliest indicators that the move against you is happening? Good question, brother. Good question, okay? All right. This is how I know, okay? Always long terms, Nap. Always long terms, okay? See? All right, let's start up here. It's busted big time through the 5s. It busted the 15. It busted the 30. It busted the 1 hour. It busted the 4 hour. Now you got this with it right there. It busted the orange road. Every time you see a pierce of the BB band or the orange road, it's going to take and pull back, okay? Now, it's probably going to go down to here, and then it'll do a big pullback. It'll come back down and go to there, and then have a huge pullback. And it could even come back to about right up here later, you know, I don't know, and then come back down, okay? That's how I determine whether or not a trade's going to go, you know, through something. See, it's like the GU right now. It's got that with the weekly down, and it's going to bust this weekly. Now, it may not happen right at the moment, but it will, okay? It'll probably happen after class, okay? That's how I determine whether or not it's going to bust this or it's going to bust that, okay? Like the EU. The EU is going to come down. It's refilled this candle so far right there. See it? So now you're seeing a little small pullback, but it's going to go down to the BB band, okay? Because you got this daily with it, plus the other daily, a pink and a red divorce. I call these divorce pairs because they're not mixed, okay? It's not a kissy, but they're it's still powerful, and it'll go down to a certain level, and then it'll bounce up, and then it'll come back down. See, that's how you view them. You know, that's how I view them. Once it busts one chart, I go to the other chart. Once it busts that chart, I go to the other chart. See, just like that. See, and the long terms, man, help me determine whether or not something's going to happen. Now, if I see, like on the GU yesterday, the GU yesterday had a 1 hour up, then it had a 1 hour down, then it disappeared, it had it up and stuff. So that right there is letting me know it's going to do this. It's going to bounce up and down. And that's what it did. It bounced up and down. A lot of pips, but it bounced up and down. And that's when I take them off the 5 minutes big time.
Yeah, agree. When you see the long-term charts and you see what they're doing, you know exactly what the short terms will be doing, and that's how you should take your trade.
If you'd have took this right here off this hash arrow right up there, as soon as you turned red, you'd already won that trade. That trade came down, what, 12 pips, 13 pips, 12 pips. See, you'd have won that on a 5-pip move easily. See, easily. See, that's how you have to look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, and you didn't need any arrow to it on 5 minutes because look, it's the top BB band. That was your signal right there. You don't have to wait for those arrows because I know some of you are getting in late because of the arrows because they're coming in late. But you have to have eyes for something more than just arrows and signals. You have to see how the movement and the candles are going, and when it's reaching the top BB band, you have to know it's not gonna go anywhere else but down. And of course you for mom and DX, but as soon as that comes in, you are in the trade, and you know you're winning it.
Every time. It's amazing, Anisa. It's amazing. You know, all you have to do, so the 15 30 minute arrow is just disregarded because the BB bands broke the longer term. Is that right, Baby R? Well, here's the thing about that. Those are failing arrows now whenever you have this with it and that with it. Now this is a mix now, and it did come up some to right here, okay? But it's got to have more than that for you to know it's going to go up with a correlating 4. See, this is just all down. Everything has been below the orange road. Everything's been below the orange road. Even if you get an arrow up, I expect that sucker to come back down because of that.
Yep. I agree. You only have to have eyes and see exactly what the charts are doing. It's that simple. You are the only one who has problems taking the trade because the trade is happening. Whether you take it or not, the trade is going to happen. And the balances are going to happen. And, you know, you're just going to miss them because you don't want to take them because you're afraid.
Too. And I pointed to all of them and stuff. Yes, exactly, Jazz. Preach that, man. You don't have to take it up, man. Just wait for it to come back down. That's all you got to do is sell it. That's all you have to do. Yeah. That's all you have to do.
Agree.
Just sell it because it's a huge downtrend.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, don't risk it if you know the trend is so strong down. Yeah, you don't have to be a superhero.
Nope, sure don't. Just sit back and relax, man, because this thing, man, has got it. This thing has got it. It's got it, man. I just love this interview. They say you were just brilliant. You know, and showing these guys and everything, you know, man, that this is not just some game. This right here is reality. You know, you just got to take and follow the rules. Follow the rules.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And this is what I do daily, guys. If I know the trend is so strong down with the bias, like GU and EU down, I set out all the retracement. I don't care, even if it's, you know, sometimes even on reversals, I don't feel like it because I don't. Why would I risk it? I've worked hard all day long to get my trades, and then I want to risk it, even though reversals work every single time, every day. I just don't want to risk it, so I'm out. I don't take them up because I know it only makes sense to go up. If you want to take a trade down, the price is gonna go back up, retrace, and then go back down. So you know, even for ups, it's gonna be at least 5 pips if you want to get in. But don't get in. Don't risk it. Just wait it out. Let it go up to the top BB band. Let it touch the top BB band. Have a momentum with you, red, and have DX green, and get in with an arrow on 2 minutes.
Well, that's it. Powerful, Anisa.
That's simple.
So powerful. I do sometimes. If you're going against the trend and stuff, I sure do. I'll wait for the hash arrow to show up. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do. You know, I do. Sure. You know, especially like on the G right now. Me too.
I agree.
You know,
sometimes I took but most of the time I do
off of that flip right there when that red arrow, and I just closed out just a minute ago and stuff. And the reason why, I see that, Benny. The reason why is because it's his happy hour, and that sucker is going to go up. I see a flip on it, and all the arrows are indicating that's what it's going to do. But that's me. You know, you don't have to take that trade. Wait for it to come back. See, look at the EC.
Exactly.
Look at the EC right up here.
There's so many.
Right up there to right here is your trade. From right up here So right there is your trade. Sold it right there. As soon as that right there turned red and you saw this pink hash arrow back over here, that's your trade. That's your trade. It's beautiful, Anisa. It's absolutely beautiful. No disrespect to the ones that came before this, but this is maybe the best interview ever. I can't wait to see these duets. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask Anisa because Anisa, you know, she's brilliant. She's brilliant.
The best place.
I've seen her in her highs and lows and stuff, and she's brilliant, man. You know, she's gorgeous and brilliant. Look, you need to listen to what she's saying. That video really, man, was a great video she did the other day. Great. Oh, man, it was great. Yep.
That's all you need, your right entry. Anything else, everything else, you know it. You already know it because you've been asking Jazz, you've been asking BR, you've been asking Kevin, everyone. You've been asking everyone. They all tell you the same story, the same thing. So why isn't it that it's not getting to your head? Why? That's because of you. That's yeah. It's that easy. Come on, like how much do you want this to work? If you want it to work, then make it work. Make it happen. Stop with those fears and paranoia that the signal's not going to work or you don't believe in the trade or whatever.
That's it.
If whatever you believe, it's actually happening.
Yep.
If you believe you're going to make this work, it's going to work. If you are doubtful, you're going to get that mixed feelings. So no results. So what is it going to be?
I'm telling you, that's it. That's it. I just look at these charts right now, and I'm just like, my God, man. You know, look at Jazz and everything winning the ECAD. You know, it's brilliant. Man.
I know.
It's brilliant.
So many trades.
It's brilliant. You know, but you got to sit back and just let it happen. Yeah, EC is just
Jazz
gorgeous.
is killing
It's
EC.
delicious, man. You talk about T-bones, man.
Yeah.
That's the mother lode. The mother lode of T-bones. But
I think I've seen today more than 15 trades. DF, how do you change your mindset? Is this simple, DF. You have to think and think, what do you want from life? Okay, I need money. You need money. Okay, what are you doing to change that? What are you doing to change your circumstance? Oh, you're in this room. You want to build something. Great. What is it being asked of you in this room? And that is mindset. And then taking simple rules. Did you get the simple rules of taking a trade from as high as possible on the top BB band if you want to go down and as low as possible on the BB band if you want to go up, with an arrow on short term and with a trend or a strong bias, right? So you got that. Perfect. Then what's your problem? Your mindset. You might be negative. You might have lost some and now you're thinking, oh, I'm afraid, I'm paranoid, I'm hesitating, I'm not sure about the trades. Right. So you're saying yes. Well, what do you do then, DF? You get back on the freaking demo because that's the only thing that's going to bring back your confidence. Get back on that demo and get that working. You have to force your eyes to see the green pips coming and the green and the positives and the money. Put yourself on demo on 1 million or whatever is the maximum pip value to force yourself to see how easy you can make so much money. Put it on the highest pip value on demo and start demoing the right way with the simple rules that we all tell you every single day. And that's how you change your mindset, yeah. That's the only way you can change it.
That's exactly correct.
Practice it. Just by practicing it. That's it. Yeah. That's how you break habits. That's how you break mindset, by creating new habits and by creating new mindsets. Exactly, PP. I agree. If you can win in demo, you can win in life for sure.
Just do it.
Yeah. And I know it's hard. Yeah, I know it's hard to fight with your own mind. I've been doing this the whole time, and I still have problems sometimes too. If I lose, it will take me, again, a few hours to readjust myself, but I'm not going to let it affect me that bad as it used to before. But you have to get it that the only fight that you're having, it's internally, and it's with you, no one else. You have all the key to the success. You have everything here.
Hold on, I'm answering Milan something. But also, I'll just answer this right here. Verbally, since I can now. Like on the EC, the EC, I'm going to wait for it to go all the way back up to the BB band. You know, that's exactly how I do it. But it depends on the trend. Like right here, I would have sold that right there even, you know, right there. But definitely up here, it's been definite. Right over here, we could be seeing a reversal. It could go up to here, you know, and stuff. But, you know, if we see that pop up and this right here turns red, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
But I don't have a pop-up on that. I was waiting for it. I don't have a pop-up on that. This right here did flip up, and that's your new low, so you could have sold it right here and already won it, right up there. See, right up here. See? Because, see, you're trading in between this. That's what you're trading in between, right there. Up here to down here. That's what you're trading in. You're trading in between it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's how you got to look at it.
So then why aren't you taking it?
That's how you got to look at it.
Yeah. Why aren't you? Yeah. Why aren't you taking it from here like GU? How do I know it's going to go down if it touches the top BB band? Well, first of all, look at all the examples in the back. If you don't believe that, then all you have to do is to wait for the mom to change into red and for the DX to be green, and that's it. Take a Heiji arrow down, and that's it. That's your win.
You're with the trend.
There. Yes.
And check this out, Nisa. I just wanted to use the right off the bottom. Yeah. Just won it up 5 times 5. Sure did. Because
how
it's
easy?
An uptrend. It bounced right off the BB band. I guarantee Jazz took it. I guarantee it. Because see that's if you don't look at it like that, I'm telling you, you know, you're going to take and mess up. You see, you're going to mess up. It's all there, Pikachu. It's all there for everybody. Yeah. It's all there for all of us.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact, man, we got it. Anisa, I want to tell you something, man. This has really been awesome, man. I really appreciate you coming on and talking about this, because I think that
thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
Some of them's been in here for a while, and I think it's going to help, especially the newbies, but even the people that's been in here for a while are still struggling and stuff. You know, trying to get
yeah, I'm sure they are.
Man, it's going to have to change. You know. MT, I just appreciate you, buddy. I love you, man. You have no idea, buddy. I cannot wait, man, to see, man, the future of this class and see the people, man, in here, man, doing exactly 10,000 a pip. I believe that should be everybody's goal. It should be everybody's goal, because it's so incredible here, you know, of making it. It's just unreal. See, it's like the EU right now. You could have sold it off that orange road. See, sold it. See, it's orange road trade. That's where you go. Anisa, I really appreciate you, girl. You're such a fabulous person. And that video, man, just really was incredible. It was just incredible. That's the reason why I wanted to ask you about it.
Thank you, BR.
To tell everybody, you know, in the class exactly why you did it. You know, it was incredible.
I'm glad you asked me, and thank you for being lately so active and coming in and motivating everyone, because I've had bad days and I felt down. But anyone coming on, any MT coming on and talking anything is helping so many people on a level that you don't know. So please come in whenever you can, and I'm going to try and do that as often as possible, because I can see people are getting touched by it and they're getting motivated, and that's all we need. A few words of wisdom, or not just wisdom, just advice, or, you know, personal views, and everyone's going to start winning and making tons of money like BR is making. You better buy those houses, BR.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually looking at some property up in the Ozarks. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would bet.
Yeah. 500 acres.
Amazing. Oh.
Yeah, buddy. I got some plans for it.
Yeah.
But it's all about planning. But I appreciate you, girl, and you are blessed.
Thank you so much.
Everything you do is going to be blessed. It doesn't matter.
Thank you, BR. We are all blessed because we're in this room, all of us. We just have to realize it.
That's right. But I am out.
Awesome. I am out too, guys. Love you all.